Welcome to your practice, everyone. I'm Jacq. I co-founded the Mindfulish School with Cole Chance, and we are so excited to invite you to our upcoming training, 300-hour yoga teacher training beginning May 2023. And we begin by exploring the path of ritual and personal practice, and one of the fun, creative, and expressive places we visit is the path of Bhakti Yoga. So our flow today will be just that. Hopefully fun, creative, and expressive. We'll utilize mantra and mudra. And I invite you to really allow your body to lead the way on the mat. So it becomes this intuitive place from which you move. So go ahead and sit up nice and tall. The path of Bhakti Yoga is referred to as the path of the heart. And from the heart is this place of deep devotion. Go ahead and interlace your fingers together with your palms facing your chest. If your shoulders feel crunched or cramped, you can rest your hands in your lap, or you can keep the hands in front of the heart space. Let the shoulders soften, but the elbows spread a little bit wide. This is called Vajra Pradama Mudra, which translates to mean the gesture of unshakable trust. You could let your eyes close down or pick one place for your eyes to rest and begin to find a steady, easeful way of breathing. So as we play with this idea of trust and moving intuitively, let your breath be your focus. So you're listening into the space of breath, letting your breath guide you to move and even to breathe today in any way that feels authentic. And we'll begin with this classic mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. When we chant these names, Krishna and Rama, they are meant to awaken the spirit of devotion within our own hearts. So try it out, especially if this is new, keeping an open mind. Here's how it'll go. I'll chant, you listen, and then I invite you to chant along with me. This is called call and response. Even if you're at home alone, chant along with me or just see. Let it be an experiment. So listening. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Try it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Listening. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Your turn. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let your breath empty. And do that one more time. Big, full breath in. Pause at the top. Open your mouth, exhale, let your breath empty all the way out. We'll share in the sound of Om together. Big breath in. Turn your hands into a prayer, Anjali Mudra, and then let the thumb knuckles rise to touch the center of the forehead. Let the head gently bow in this great gesture of reverence. And we'll begin in child's pose. We'll see if the cat will give me space to practice. Sometimes when I play the harmonium, it's like she's lured to the mat. So we'll see how this goes. So child's pose with big toes close together. Let the arms lengthen forward. And if the forehead touches the ground, let it really rest into the earth. And if it doesn't touch the ground, you can stack your hands or fists and let the head rest. Start to breathe into your back. Maybe you make a couple sighs as you let the body weight greet the earth. Let the earth greet the body. This beautiful practice of asana, or physical postures within the yoga realm, honor the body. So imagine your practice today is this communion of breath and body, the ceremony of moving, breathing, and connecting. Begin to lift the hips off the heels, coming on to your hands and knees, and then let's move circular clockwise. That's the word I was looking for. So your shoulders actually do pass your wrists as you turn the whole body a couple times toward your right clockwise, and then come back to center, and we'll move it in the other direction. Waking up into the wrists, waking up into the hips. You could let this be as big or as small as feels right for you today. Next time you rock your seat back, shift your heels to one side so you can put your butt on the ground. Bring your feet forward and your hands behind you. Rock your knees a little bit from side to side, like a windshield wiper. And then the next time you come to the right, pause, reach your left arm across and drop your head. Come back up, switch over to the other side, reach the right arm across and drop your head. Come back on up. Left arm reaches, drop the head, and we'll go one more time over to the other side. Let's come into altar pose, feet on the ground, hands behind you. Fingers can face your butt as you lift your hips up, creating an altar space with your body, as if your mat is an altar. Let your seat sink down to the ground, and we'll find a boat pose. You can begin to lift your feet. Maybe take the hands to the back of the thighs. I like to do this to start, to remind my chest to lift. So here, folks, think about your sternum lifting up and your collarbones opening wide. So you're not collapsing. You're keeping that bright heart space so it can lead the way. Take another big inhale. Hands come down, or rather feet come down, sit cross-legged, hands come onto your knees, move circular. This time the rib cage is kind of turning around the hips. And then let's get the head involved a little bit. Sit yourself back up tall. Pause. Feel a stack of your brain right on top of the center of your pelvis. Inhale, take your arms up, look up. Exhale, take prayer to third eye. Let your head bow in. Inhale, take your arms up, look up. Exhale, hands rest on top of the knees. We'll move counterclockwise, or whatever way you didn't move last time. Get the shoulders involved. Relax the jaw. All right, let's come back into a boat pose. If you've got a cat behind you, you can use it as a prop. Lift the chest. And then we'll rock back, rock forward, rock back. Make sure you've got nothing behind you. As long as this feels okay on the spine, rock forward and back a few times so you find lots of momentum, lots of movement, lots of freedom in the spine. And we're going to meet all the way top of the mat in a standing forward fold. So see if you can get enough momentum to hoist yourself onto your feet. Maybe you don't even use your hands. And then lift your butt, drop your head. Let's widen the feet at least as wide as the mat. Take opposite hands to opposite elbows and find a little sway from side to side. So knees are bent for sure. Head can sway. You can flutter the lips.
Give yourself a little shake. Even a little bounce in the knees can be really sweet on the nervous system. And then touch your left fingertips down to the mat, or you could take a block there. Bend your left knee a lot, and open your right arm to the sky, finding a twist. Let your head kind of lay back, and then move your head forward and back. Listen closely. As you bow forward again, wrap your right arm under your left so you've got eagle arms. Both knees are bent. Keep your eagle arms and roll up to stand. As you stand tall, open your arms into a gold post, bend your knees, tip the elbows forward and the hands back, and then stand up tall, find Vajra Pradama Mudra, linking the fingers together at the heart space. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, bend your knees, round your spine, and press your hands forward. Palms face away from you, and then lengthen your legs. Stand all the way up tall. Exhale, bend your elbows, breathe out your mouth. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Let's do this again. Inhale, fingers lace at the heart. Exhale, knees bend round the spine. Press your palms away from you. Drop chin into throat. Stand up tall, breathe in. Open mouth, exhale as you breathe out. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Interlace your hands behind your back if they reach. Some hands don't reach. And then bend your knees. Lay your belly on your thighs and then take a forward fold. Drop your head. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Release your hands down to the mat. Climb your hands onto your shins, halfway lift. We still have this wide stance in our feet. And then breathe out, take a bow. Touch your right fingertips down. Bend your right knee a lot. Open your left arm to the sky. Find a twist. Maybe you look up at your left hand and then bow forward. Wrap left arm behind the right. So you have eagle arms. Bend both knees and really let your arms and head be heavy. Keep the weight of the head and the arms as you roll up to stand. Let the head stack last and then kind of unfurl, letting the arms open into a cactus shape. Tip the chest up. Vajra Pradama Mudra at the heart. Gesture of unshakable trust. Breathe into your strong body. Breathe out, bend knees, round your spine, chin into throat, long arms. Stand up tall. Maybe this time you look up. And then big open mouth, cactus arms. Let's do it all one more time. Gesture, unshakable trust, breathing in. Scoop the belly, scoop the hands away, breathing out. Stand up tall, breathing in. Cactus arms as you breathe on out. Lace your hands behind your back. Bend your knees. Tip the chest forward as you lay the belly to the thighs. And then drop the head. Lengthen the legs. Take a breath in through your nose and then flutter your lips as you breathe out. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Touch your hands down to the ground. Turn your toes out, squat pose, bend your knees, sink your seat down. You could take a block underneath your sit bones so you have something to rest on. Prayer to heart. If it's breathable for you, you can take your your elbows inside your knees to help the knees widen. Everyone, see if you can open your chest a little bit more. So it's that feeling again of the collarbones opening wide. Like the collarbones are the windows to the heart. We're letting that baby breathe. Take another breath in and another breath out. Let's come into a final altar pose. Hands can come behind you, feet in front of you. As you inhale, lift up, breathe in. Head falls back if your neck feels okay. Breathe out. How about one more breath here? Breathe in, stick out your tongue, lion's breath. Breathing out. And let it be really exaggerated. And then sink your seat down to the ground. Take the mudra, this time rested in your lap. Imagine the hands are weighted. So the weight of the hands lets the top of the skull grow a little bit lighter. Let's take one big breath together. Breathe all the way in. Open your mouth, please. Breathe all the way out. If you'd like to close your eyes, you can. Next time you breathe in, breathe into your belly. So just the belly, let it widen. And when you breathe out, let the belly soften. When you next breathe in, breathe into your belly and then your rib cage. And when you exhale, deflate the rib cage and then the belly. This time, when you inhale, breathe into your belly, your rib cage, slight rise of the chest. And when you exhale, let the chest soften, the ribs, and then the belly. 3 parts to the breath. So inhale, breathe belly, ribs, heart. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly. Let's go one more time. Breathing in and breathing out. Let your breath come back to something natural. And I invite you to bring to mind something that's really important to you, something that you might even say you are devoted to. What comes to mind right away for me is my practice, because I believe in it wholeheartedly. And as we chant these names, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, imagine the vibration of sound is this great reminder to your physical body of your mental intention. So remember, your first job is listening. I'll chant the mantra, and then we'll chant it together. So you repeat what you heard. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. All together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Listening. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. All together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Breathing. Let's bring the hands back into a prayer, Anjali Mudra. And we'll chant the sound of Om together 3 times. So take a big breath in. You can let your mind bow into your heart space. Thank you for your devotion to your practice. If you are interested in this path of the heart, Bhakti Yoga, or just really any of these practices of yoga beyond the mat space, please join us in May. You can find more information about Cole and I's training below in the description, and I look forward to practicing with you soon.